This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Will the real Roger Bacon please stand up? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shadow Hearts. In the last episode, Koudelka was taken by Bacon, and we convinced Haley to keep fighting despite her mother being alive. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why the game kept saying she was dead. She's not dead. I don't know. Yeah, it must have been a weird mistranslation. But anyway, we gotta find her back. But the only clue we have is to now go to the monastery and see what we can find out, and we'll check that out for now. But well, in a moment. But for now, we need to do a couple things. One, we need to clean out the malice, because we're not quite ready to fight the mass. We will fight them at some point. We do have actually. Technically, I can now because I got that grail from the kid from Joseph. That's a clue on how to actually fight the mass. However, I don't want to do that right yet. I will eventually, but not right now. You wish to quiet the malice? Yeah, let's do it. And I can show you the variations on the malice. The red malice is the same as whatever the yellow malice would be, so I just didn't get to it yet early enough. I forgot to do blue malice, green malice, and so forth. So. But yeah, let's finish this guy off. Nothing too special about him. Just attack and beat him. I mean, he's a little bit tougher, obviously. And he looks similar to, I forgot what those armors were called in Keith's castle. But yeah, it's basically that. Youch. Seafood soup. Anyway, it's Gust of Fire is what it's called. We're actually not too far off from getting rid of malice completely, because it actually isn't. It hasn't a full. Well, I guess it's most of the game, but there is a point where we don't have to worry about it anymore. But we'll get to that eventually. So, and we close the door. So the mask one. By the way, if you do have red mask, I didn't show it off, but the mask attack us when. Actually, I think I mentioned it before, but the mask attack us if we had red malice. So yeah, we didn't get a prize for that. So let's look at the. Library on that. So, oh yeah, there's the Gust Fire. Concentration of disease in the graveyard that took a shape. It acts as the key to open the dark world and release a god. And, whoops. And then we've got Olga, which we fought early. Now she's actually dead, by the way. She's not coming back. Olga, witch that embodies the evil roaming around the city. She steals people's souls with her beautiful voice. She's actually Olga's disguise. And then did I go over Rosan? Anyway, Viscount Rosan's mind, realized and deformed by magic. It's a pregnant woman filled with hate. Inside its belly is evil that reeks. And yeah, you see the head on the other side. And I think I went over that last time. So anyway, let's go ahead and activate our second level fire. The seal of the grave. A soul glows with eerie light as if it was a soul born of a new creature. Let's fight this. I wish you would. Hold on a second. I'm not fully healed. Shouldn't worry about it too much, but I want to make sure I'm healed before I fight that guy, so. Okay, now we can fight him. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on my grinding to get everyone maxed out, but yeah, we fight a upgraded version of the Fire Fusion, the Ifrit. So just choose whatever your best summon is, or whatever one you're comfortable with. Doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously I could do the water one, but I don't have the water one yet, so I'm a little behind on that, so. You get about 200 damage per attack. I guess I could have equipped the Berserk Earring so I could get a little bit extra damage out of it. That's the one where you get 20% extra damage, but 20% more damage from physical attacks. So it's a way to beef up Yuri even more. And it raised up his attack power, so he's going to punch a little bit harder now. But we can still handle him. Usually you end up using your physical attacks, so. Nope. I spoke too soon. Apparently it wants to use his magic on us. No, not bad. There we go. The Ifriti's dead. Alright. And after doing that, a cursed feeling spreads within you. You receive the soul of the Ifrit. But anyway, now that we've done that, we now can get the final version of the Dark Summon. We could have gotten this a while back, but I just forgotten to go to the cemetery to get this. But this is the third stage of the Dark Fusion. So, from the Seal of the Grave, a soul glows with an eerie light, as if a new soul of a new creature is born. Fight the fusion monster. All right, let's go. This only counts if you have the Dark Stone. If you don't have the Dark Stone, you can't activate this fight yet, but I do. So, and normally I would use the. Actually, I could still use him. I can heal with him. I was about to say not to, just because he's weak against the dark attacks and everything like that, but. But anyways, we fight Karen, the I think that's how it's pronounced. The runs the boat in the river Styx, you know. Ooh, stealing MP, are we? Ouch. Alright, I can handle that. I can take anything you dish at me, buddy. Yeah, too bad you don't have a. Do you want to collect some devil coins for 2 golden coins for my trip to the River Styx? Oh, he's raising his attack power even more. He's going one step beyond to the next level. Is he gonna go even further? Nope, he's almost dead. So, ow. Yeah, unfortunately, these guys after a certain level, or oh, whoops. Well, all right. After a certain level, there's really not much more they do. He's even missing, too. I mean, these aren't supposed to be super challenges. I mean, they're supposed to be a way to unlock more power, so. Yeah, nothing we can't handle. At some point, I will have to do a little bit of grinding to max out the rest of my gravestones, but a traitorous impulse wells up inside of you. You received Soul of Karen. From the Seal of the Grave, a new light is born. That way. Anyway. So we got the Soul of Karen there, as you can see. Oh, wait. What to do? Yep, Karen right there. So we got the Death... Oh, right. I never got the second level of Karen. Whoops. I never actually did that fight. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's the second. So you got Death Emperor and Karen there. So, or, yeah, Sharon, whatever you want to call it. So... But anyway. Alright, let me heal myself again and do the third route, so. Now we can just do a Terror Leaf this time. Yeah, I haven't really been using healing items for quite a while. If you know what you're doing, you could just use a tent before that, so. Alright, let's fight the third form now. Yeah, getting this all out of the way now, so. Because we're actually near the end game. Well, not quite the end game, but we're pretty close, actually. Like, I don't expect too many more episodes out of this. I actually breezed this faster than I realized, so. But anyway, we're fighting the final form, Chernabog himself. Is it going to go up Bald Mountain? Well, let's find out. Are we going to make a classic musical scene that would never be shown to Disney in today's case? Let's find out. Ooh, a little bit more tougher. Now I'm not doing 200 damage to him. I'm doing a little bit less now. Uh-oh. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Well, either way, it missed. I believe it steals your MP, I believe. So. But like before, we can just browbeat him to death, you know. I mean, I could use magic on him. He has a decent spirit stat, though, so it wouldn't be as effective. But uh-oh, he's hitting us with the Sephiroth. Sephiroth! I'm getting pretty lucky with those strikes. I don't really have anything that's improved my crit. I'm just getting kind of lucky with it, so. Uh-oh. Release magic. Dark magic. Or it just raises its attack power. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the fusions just have kind of beefed up versions of what they can already do. And obviously, their stat increases are obviously better. So there is that. So. Yep, he's already down. He's almost down, so. More Sephiroth forms. I might have to heal though, because this might do a decent amount of damage to me. Oh, did he dodge? Huh. Yeah, I keep forgetting that the light elemental or light fusions have a decent agility stat, so they can possibly dodge attacks. But either way, Chernobog is down. Yeah, not as big as his movie counterpart. A destructive urge stirs within you. You've received the soul of Chernobog. The seal of darkness is carved here, and we've maxed it out. That's it. So let's take a look at our soul. Let's swap out Icarus just to show it off. What the? Huh. Yeah, you see there, folks? We see spirit pollution, release magic, but question mark, question mark, question mark. We know what it is. It's revelation. Why can't we use it? Well, I'll have to look it up again. I forgot who explains how you're supposed to figure out how to unlock your final skill, but you don't get it from levels. You have to do something very specific for this to occur. I'll go over that one at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, maybe next episode or whatever. But you have to do something very specific. I'll see if someone mentions it before I say it myself, just to see what the game says. If I can't find them, I'll say it how you're supposed to do it. So it's actually pretty easy to do. You can do it at any time, really. You don't have to wait to do it. So, oh right, I forgot. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any attacks. I accidentally equipped the demon ward necklace on myself. Let's see. Yeah. I equipped the encounter rate down one just so I wouldn't get attacked by the masks for the recording of the episode, because I wanted to wait till I actually do that. There is a reason why you want to do that, not just because if you just want a completion, but there's a ending reason to it as well if you want to manipulate that type of thing. So all right, I think we're good to go. We can go the Nemetan Monastery. I had to look something up really quick. Most of the stuff we can't do for the end of the game has to be... What the heck is this thing? This looks like something from like the 22nd century. What the hell? Is that some kind of alien house? Huh. Well then, be careful. It may fuse or transform it or something. Yeah. What have you been reading Jules Verne, Alice? Are you kidding? Don't tell me you believe that junk. Oh boy. Well, you back full. Huh? But, you know, it's dangerous. What if they transform? Nothing's gonna transform. Dot, dot, dot. Well, it might be dangerous if you get too close. Come on, let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and risk transformation. Why not? What is this thing, anyway? Who is this? Who owns this thing? You know, this wasn't in the previous game, that's for sure. It's a pretty slick-looking house. It isn't locked or anything. Well, let's go inside. What is inside this place? This place is incredibly cool. There's a strange machine here. And I think this house is going to transform. Yeah, and then the whole thing will rocket off. Where did you grow up? On a farm? Anyway, let's check down the bottom of this thing and see what we can find. There's got to be something here. It looks all fancy and super techy. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of a Jules Verne type of situation here. So, you know, we can do something with that. That looks like a treadmill of some sort. It's a machine made out of junk and old metal. It looks like it becomes a cockpit when it transforms. Yeah, I don't know, man. Looks weird to me. A complicated schematic diagram is spread across the desktop. What's this thing? Looks like a vending machine of some sort, you know. Oh, sorry. The bookshelf is full of books that look too difficult to bother reading. And if we check over here, we get the light gravestone. So yeah, now we can go do the light thing. Actually, I don't have that maxed out yet. I'm close. But yeah, we can get the third level of light from that one. So yeah. It's hiding back there, though, so... Alright, where's the light gravestone? There it is. Strangely glowing stone. Seems to have the same mystic qualities as the one in the graveyard. So we're getting ever closer to maxing out our power, so... What's this thing, anyway? Oh, it's a machine with a moving floor surface. The complex gear seems to have been made by a true craftsman. True craftsman, you say? Alright, anyway, let's get out of here and go to the monastery itself. Yeah, let's ignore the transforming house. Or the ability to transform, you know. We don't want to risk... We know it won't do it, but we're not going to risk it anyway. Because, you know, let's just go with something wholesome. You know, like a whole game where you're stuck in this mansion getting attacked by, like, who knows what. Koudelka, Edward, and James, you know, fighting whatever was inside this monastery. But yeah, this is the monastery from the previous game, folks. So... yeah, it's still burned down after what happened. It's assumed you got the best ending, from what I'm aware of. So, which is, for those who didn't play the previous game, you got the best ending by not doing anything. You let the final boss beat you. Yeah, it's a little weird, I'll admit. So, all right. Anyway, let's check this over here. A person's name is crudely carved into the tombstone. James O'Flattery, rest in peace with your loved ones. Yep, that's James's gravestone. He's the priest from the previous game. His ending is he goes to heaven with his wife, who got brought back from the dead by I forgot the guy who tried to bring her back. The guy who actually ended up falling in love with the girl he liked, you know. But anyway, here we get the Mantle of Nobility. Let's see. I think it's... where is that? Oh wait, maybe it's a... trying to remember now on this one. I think... well, anyway, you get the male nobility. Sorry, I was looking at my notes while I was looking at that, so my apologies. Sometimes I get a little scatterbrained. But anyway, let's head inside. Whoa, incredible ruins! So this is the evidence of the monastery's research into raising the dead. There was something here. But now this entire place is like a graveyard. ... It's just so sad. Oh yeah? You can hear the cries of the dead roaming this area. What the? Wait, you look really familiar. Who's this? I like your music, dude. Nah, you see all these things? Not human, not ghosts. Happy things, unfortunate things, lucky things, poor things, misunderstood things. Necessary things, unneeded things, all of them have returned to the earth and the heavens. This guy seems like a joke character. Who are you? Why turn your back on me? What? I don't think I should look into your eyes. Looks like you're from America with that outfit. Well, wasn't that a blow of a stinger? What's it called? Verbal abuse? The one that always spars with freedom of speech. Bada boom, bada bing, you get my meaning? Hey now, just what is with you? Me? We could name him? What do you think made you think you could name me? Thought I'd be your new friend, huh? Yeah, we break the fourth wall there. Yeah, that's the strange creature himself. Yeah, you can't actually do anything. The game stops you before you can even press a button. Well, sorry. Maybe if we had more time, then we could have been friends. I'll barely finish on schedule even as is, but boy, it would have been fun to adventure with you. What are you babbling about? What is with this song? Well, this song's crazy, dude. Like, if you hear the whole thing without me interrupting it, it's kind of crazy. You should have listened to it online. Someone's probably got the OC online somewhere. I guess it doesn't matter. What doesn't matter? Who exactly are you? My name is Roger Bacon, the eternal prodigy, lover of science and learning. Wait, Roger Bacon? The Roger Bacon? By the way, this is the Roger Bacon from the... If you play Koudelka, you know who this is. So, this is Roger Bacon, the true Roger Bacon. Huh? What? Roger Bacon? Yes. Are you here for our delivery? Koudelka told us to come here. Koudelka? You mean that Koudelka? You even know who Koudelka is, old geezer? I was almost doing my Alice voice with Yuri. Of course I do. I wouldn't forget that strange girl. Koudelka Lassant, correct? I see. So the time has come. Why don't you all come inside? It can't be that. I'll be waiting. Come see me, okay? Who the heck was that? Roger Bacon, at least that's what he said. But I thought, well, according to the main characters, they thought Roger Bacon and Albert Simon were the same thing because of the way things have gone. But no, if you play Koudelka, that's Roger Bacon, for sure. But anyway, if you check over here, we get a Talisman of Power. More power. Oh, what's this? The door is locked tight. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to check with that later, so... I think that's it for... Let me double check, see... Okay. Yep, alright. Let's go talk to Mr. Bacon there. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at my notes to make sure there wasn't any other items here, so... So that's his strange house, huh? Man, he must have really... I forgot how many years have passed since between Koudelka... Let's see. Haley, I think, is like 15, I think, in this game. I'll have to look it up, maybe. But yeah, he's not that old. Yeah, I think he's 15. So let's just assume the previous game took place like 15 plus years ago. So it took him 15 years to build whatever this thing was. I see, and that's why you came to see me. Mr. Roger Bacon? Please, call me Roger. What is it, Alice? How do you know Koudelka? 10 years ago, those ruins were called Nemeton Monastery. In reality, the monastery was a jail for political prisoners with life sentences. In time, its role as a prison faded away, and the building was bought by a man named Patrick. That's it. Patrick was the name of James's friend. Then that dreadful incident happened. Dreadful incident? Then Patrick moved into Nemeton with his beautiful wife Elaine and a pair of servants. But one day, some bandits broke into their home and took Elaine's life. And then Patrick couldn't accept her death and delved into deep research of black magic. He finally raised her from the dead, but what returned was not his wife, but a hideous monster. Well, the Elder brothers could have told you that much. Oh wait, this is before that. Koudelka defeated that monster and released Elaine's soul. Actually, technically, we didn't defeat it. Hey, that story is the same as Jack's at the orphanage. Does that Emigre something or other book have something to do with it? You know the Emigre document? Patrick used it extensively in his research. How did Patrick get a hold of the Emigre document? I'm not sure, but I think he bought it from someone. A man stole that book from the Vatican. His name is Roger Bacon. Who, me? But he's actually Cardinal Albert Simon. Maybe he sold the document to Patrick. Albert? Albert Simon? What's with the dark music, dude? I see. He has been concerned these past years with the study of the deepest laws of the universe. I knew it. He hasn't given up yet. We'll fought against Albert. You know Cardinal Simon? Yes, I know him well. He was a student of mine. Your student? Is that true? It's true. How long ago is it now? I'd say about 300 years before I slept here. It's about the time period when he followed the Crusaders and fought against the Ottoman Empire. That's a long time, dude.
Of all my disciples, he stood out as the finest. In fact, he was too good. Having come from the lowest and poorest class of society, Albert lifted himself up and applied himself diligently to study so that he could change the world. I saw great promise in him, and I taught him everything I knew. Law, philosophy, science, astronomy, alchemy. But in time, he began to question certain contradictions he saw in the world. The ruling classes and the subjected masses. He came to reject a world in which a person's place was determined by his birth and he lost patience with me when I attempted to moderate his views. In the end, he brought me up on charges before the court of the Vatican. But it was he who the church condemned. Of course. In an age of absolutism, anyone who called for the granting of rights to individual citizens could do nothing but anger the powers that be, whether in the church or the state. Any such person was destined to be condemned as a heretic and locked away forever or tortured to death. The truth is, I knew that he was right. But I also knew that a world in which everyone could live as equals was nothing but a pipe dream. Perhaps it could be achieved in time, as knowledge spread more widely among the people. But for that age, it was an idea much too far ahead of its time.
Thanks for the exposition, old man. He plotted revenge because his ideas weren't accepted? Albert changed after the trial. His cynical smile did little to hide the darkness behind his eyes. Ignoring my advice, he pushed himself to the limit and ended up becoming trapped by the black arts. He unsealed forbidden magics and worked to fulfill his dream, the total destruction of society. That's a big extreme, don't you think? But I feel like I understand how he felt, in a way. We can't leave him be. Albert will do something drastic using Koudelka's power. We have to stop him. Oh, well, we don't know where he is. If I am right, he is close. Like right under your nose, even though you weren't aware of him before? What? I'm sure Koudelka realized what Albert was about to do. In that case, we don't have much time. You're prepared to fight him, correct? Yeah, but I don't know how long we'll last fighting him. But I won't give up until we settle this. Okay, then. I shall assist you. I'll take you to Albert. Roger, really? How come we didn't find that when we checked around? This teleporter isn't completed yet, but the vending machine works fine. Get whatever you might need. But wait for me at the Nemeton Monastery ruins when you're ready. Oh, well, alright. Yeah, we can do that. Can we flip that switch too? Nope. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this is the vending machine. So we actually have a vending machine. And it has that strange music too. There's a strange machine. Oh, don't touch it? No, we want to touch it, so. Alright, touch it. What the? But yeah, it's a shop, the Continental Zero. So now we can buy weapons for everyone, the Silver Talon, the Grand Bible, the Four God Staff, the 12 Gauge, the Executioner Sword, the Steel Slingshot for Haley, and the High Alloy Slingshot. But because we got the old Slingshot repaired, we actually don't have to buy these. Probably what I'll do is I'll buy it just to show like what the description is, but I won't actually buy them just because I don't want to waste all the money on that. And then I think I need to go over the stats for the other weapons, but I have some other weapons that I don't need to equip right now too because they're okay for what they are. Then we got the Stygian robes and the Snow White robes for the ladies, and the Stygian robes are for the guys. And then we've got some other ammo and stuff like that here. Really the big thing I would buy right now is, it's not required, but if you're worried about things, I would buy at least 3 willpowers just for SP lowering so you don't have to worry about that too much. Other than that, that's really, we can now buy roots for everything, so, high MP, restoration, all that stuff. And then tents right there, but yeah, we don't have a lot of the, we don't have the individual abnormalities because they're at that point of the game where we don't really need those anymore. Where we're going, we don't need individual healing. We just need cure everything basically. So, and all the arrowheads, even though I haven't really been using them in this whole game, but hey, but yeah, it's one of those things. I got so good at the game, I just kind of stopped using that type of stuff. So, other than that, I don't know really what else to really suggest currently at the moment. Maybe Like I said, I want to buy one of everything just to show off the descriptions for it. So, but yeah, in between episodes, I'm going to buy all this stuff, and like I said, I'll show off buying the steel alloy, steel slingshot, high alloy slingshot for Haley, just to read off their descriptions. So, but like I said, I'll do that in between episodes. And then we can use the teleporter here. It's a machine made out of junk and old metal. Looks like it transforms cockpit when it's ready to go. So, but yeah, we can teleport around the place. But all right, well, that seems to be it for this place here. So what awaits us in the Nemeton Monastery? Will Roger Bacon truly get us to where Albert is? And can we solve the puzzle of the monastery to unlock one of the best fusions of the game? Find out next time in the next episode of Shadow Hearts. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.